Welcome to Chicago. Here we are in front of the Belden Stratford. Here we got beautiful flowers here. Lincoln Park, Chicago. We'll see if we get a live stream going here. We got July the 1st, 2025. What a beautiful day. Picture perfect. We got 85 degrees. And so we'll just head over to the Lincoln Park Zoo as we usually do when I work from home here. We'll ease on into the 4th of July holiday weekend here, which is happening on Friday. So I hope you're having a good day here. We'll just cruise through. We'll go by the bird condo here, and we'll see if anybody can join in here. I'm having the hardest time getting a live stream going here. I've been trying for the last 12 minutes to get a live stream, and it doesn't seem to be working here, but we'll give it a try. I'm kicking myself because I think the first one I started, I got a live stream, and then I kicked out of it once right when I saw Chris join in there. So here, we'll stop it and we'll start it again here. There, Kiki, how you doing there? Thanks for tuning in there. Yeah, we got a live stream. It's always hard for me. Thanks, Kiki. Thanks for tuning in. Heather B, Chris. Thanks, Stephanie, everybody else there. Here's the Billy Shakespeare here, the Belden Stratford. Thanks, Chris. I know, Chris, you've been trying to join in for the last 12 minutes. Hey, they get the preschool over there. We'll let them be there. We'll film the flowers here. But yeah, we got a picture perfect day. Let's head to the zoo. And if you don't succeed at first, try again. I have such a hard time getting a stream going on Streamlabs, but I do like the quality. We got 1080p here. Stephanie, how you doing there? Julie, Krista. Yeah, Taco's tuning in here. Hope you're having a good day here. Yeah, we got July the 1st here, 2025. Look at the beautiful flowers here, Lincoln Park, Chicago. Again, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. I know people will ask me several times what the temperature is later. That's fine. And we'll head under the tunnel here. Let's see what's shaking at the zoo. We just take advantage of this weather. I'm working from home today. It's going pretty good. We took a nice chill walk. Thanks everybody that joined this morning. We just walked through Lincoln Park. We went over by the tracks, held tracks there on Bissell. Historic housing there, the 6 flats and 4 flats and 9 flats and all those row houses there. Along Fremont Street, we went down to Armitage. Hey, Julie there. Connie, how you doing there? Yeah, it's so pretty here. Yeah, let's walk through the gardens here. I like just walking through the flowers. It puts me in a good mood, especially on a beautiful day like this. So here we'll head around. There's the Lincoln Park Observatory. See, there's where we came from there. We came from over by the Belden Stratford. What are you doing? We'll head around here. Jason, how you doing there? Thanks for tuning in. John, how you doing? Yeah, look at that skyline. There's that skyline of Chicago. We'll head by the fountain. We'll head into the zoo. And I'll be walking for about the next hour. I know we didn't get started right away, so we'll probably walk until about 1:15 here. Happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. There, look at these flowers. Yeah, they plant these beds every year. That's the right idea. You got the umbrella. It's sunshine. Get the umbrella there. Help with the sun beating down on you. You're in a severe thunderstorm watch here. Yeah, crazy weather. Well, I hope that doesn't turn out that bad there. Thanks for tuning in there. Scott and Charlotte's tuning in there. Yeah, no tiptoeing through the tulips like Tiny Tim. I know I'm not even supposed to mention that, but I'm not that superstitious there. Stephanie, that's good there. Thanks for all the emojis there. Yeah. Yeah. Well, guess what? If that's your boy, nice knowing you, Litzna. You get a permanent ban there. That's a stupid thing to bring up. So hey, you teach people how to treat you. So I don't know if anybody saw their comment. If anybody else wants to make my day here, if you want to make a stupid comment like that, the person said they hung out with Jeffrey Epstein, so they get a ban for that because I don't want to associate myself with people that make fun or joke or act like they're cool that they hang out with Jeffrey Epstein there. And you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes there. Thanks, Kiki. Did you see that? McCrae, did you see that? I just blocked somebody. It's great. Here, they're watering the, how you doing? They're watering the plants there. That's great. Hey, watering the plants. I didn't mean to mess them up there. I don't mind getting wet. I used to work at a greenhouse. I used to stand in fertilizer. That's why I'm so tall. How you doing there? Hey, here's the Schiller statue. So, hey, if you just joined here, we're in Chicago. We're about to go in the Lincoln Park Zoo. It's a free zoo. I'm working from home today. McCrae, thanks for tuning into YouTube here. And, yeah, maybe I need to, I don't know if I got you as a mod on YouTube. I know we got Michael and Ernie. Ernie's not a mod on TikTok for me because he's live streamer himself. He's busy enough, and I don't expect him or anybody else. Anita's been celebrating her birthday, so Anita's taking time off, and hopefully I didn't anger her by missing her birthday on her actual day there. Anita's so great and helped me out so much, and I had one job and I failed to do it to remember her birthday on her birthday. So I feel bad about that. But here, we'll, Mary Therese, how you doing there? Krista, how you doing there? Yeah, Mary Therese is here. Thank you. Appreciate it. No, it's fine. Everything's going good. I'm glad I got a stream going. I had a really hard time getting a stream going today. I was trying for 12 minutes to get a stream going on Streamlabs here. But hey, welcome to the Lincoln Park Zoo. We're entering from the Stockton side. So we'll just tootle through here and see what animals are going, hanging out here. We'll start with the seals. Yeah, here's the map of the zoo. So this is a free zoo, Lincoln Park Zoo. We've gone here several times. There it is. Yeah. There's the Pritzker Children's Museum over there, and that's where they got that tent up because that's where the herons are nesting above the wolves there, and their guano gets all over everything, so we'll avoid that area for now. Marco, how you doing there? Yeah. So here's the seal pool. Yeah, okay, so I might lose my connection, but I'm willing to risk it here. We'll head underneath. You can walk underneath, and we can check out the underwater viewing here. How you doing? Appreciate it. And so, you know, as long as I can keep my connection, we usually have a good luck filming the seals underwater here. But if I drop out, stay on, we'll exit the other side, and we'll try to see the underwater viewing here for the seals here. There they are. Look at that. Look at the seals. Yeah, we got harbor seals. We got gray seals here. So usually they circle around. It feels air conditioned down here. It feels nice. So here, if we'll get towards the end, sometimes they come through. Oh, wow. There it goes. Yeah, it's swimming along there. Okay, thank you. Thank you. That was great. She held open the door there. So did I drop out? Or did you see any seals there? We saw 2 seals there. And oh, go ahead. And here we'll head back out here. Hey, Dolores is tuning in there. Chital, how you doing there? So cute. You saw them? Good. Very nice. So, but here's the seal pool. Yeah. So certain times of the day they do, you know, they feed them jello and, or, you know, gelatin and fish, and they really don't do tricks. They just kind of give them some enrichment. There's field trips here. We'll see if the lions are out. Yeah, let's go over and see if the flamingos are out. We were here yesterday. We walked through here on our way home from work here. Seals enjoying the water. You see that, Marco? It's all in good. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for being on here. Lincoln Park Zoo, Chicago, Illinois. There's the pepper. There, the lions are on lion. They're sleeping. It's too hot for them. So we'll skip the lions for now. I just saw they're sleeping on top of the rocks. It's hard to see them up there. You actually walk under those rocks, and isn't it nice that the lions have a place to get away if they don't want to be in the public gaze? I should respect that as a live streamer for humans too. I know. There's the reptile house. We've gone in there before. We'll stick outside as much as possible today because I want to take advantage of this weather and this sunshine. So here, they got this, they do like weddings and stuff here, I guess. Or they do pictures. The waterfall's turned off. Look at these urns, the beautiful plantings here. And here, let's head around. We'll see if the snow leopard's out. Yeah, it's so nice. Hey, Magdalene, thanks for joining me at the zoo here. Yeah, I was trying to get, I would have been here 10 minutes earlier. I was trying to get a stream going for 10 minutes. It was but that's just my own personal technical issues. Here's the snow leopard here. Oh, sorry. Hey, there's the snow leopard. There it is. It's coming down. It's coming down here. Maybe it's going to walk over here. There's the snow leopard here, Lincoln Park Zoo. Look, it's stretching out there. Hey, come on down here. Beautiful tail there, the snow leopard. There, it's jumping around. Let's see if it heads over here. There's another place to view it over here.
No.
We'll see if it comes by here. Maybe we'll be able to see it here in the gap. There it is, the snow leopard. Here's a picture of it. Can you see it? Yeah, that's the habitat there in the Himalayas there. It's like out, it hangs out with the Yeti. There it is. There, look. Yeah, it went over to the side there so we can't see it. And yeah, it went over in that cave on the other side there. Well, at least we saw for a second there the snow leopard. We had some other footage I cut out and put in the reruns there on TikTok. So, and we also have it on a short here, a short on YouTube. Yeah, the zoo. Hey, thanks, son. Thanks for tuning in there. Yeah, Mary Therese saw it there. Dolores, Chris Schultz there, Marco. Doing good. Yeah. See, we got McCrae tuning in on TikTok and YouTube. That's great. Again, I appreciate everybody that tuned in for the Pride Parade on TikTok. We streamed for over 2.5 hours. We got 520,000 likes plus. Thanks to my mod team for making that possible, and everybody else that tuned in. What a good day. And you see all the other reruns, all the other Chicago live streamers posted, people just there at the parade. Here's the flamingos here. We got the daylilies out. Lincoln Park Zoo here. Here's the flamingos. Yeah, look at that. And let's just zoom in here. Just check them out there. They turn pink because they eat the shrimp. Hey, look at these ones laying there. They always have this choreography with their heads. They're bobbing around, and it's something to do with the socialization of flamingos. They're always doing this head dance there. There, they're locking beaks there. Flamingos, Lincoln Park Zoo. And these other ducks, they come here and hang out too. Yeah, it's a nice zoo. It's a free zoo. That's the price is right. See, look at these ones. They turn their heads upside down and they filter. That's how they filter the shrimp and the krill out of the water there. The other ducks are there. Usually the seagulls come and steal their food. Here we go. There. And we'll go check out these flamingos here. They got a nice habitat. They can go indoors. We got their little flamingo habitat, which is under this viewing platform here. Yeah, so there's the food courts there. They added this. So this wasn't here. They added a tall grass naturalistic prairie area. There was a giant tree here that supposedly went back to 1830. It was as old as Chicago. And we unfortunately lost this tree. That's where this big mound is. So they turned it into a tall grass naturalistic prairie planted area here. And there you got the wildflowers. Let's see if the gibbons are out. And probably inside. This is the small primate house here. Yeah, we got the gimbal. So here we'll head through here. Sorry, I don't mean to cramp anybody's style here. Look how the nice, you get the nice skyline view here. Here, let's see. The gibbons are out. Looks like they're inside. But yeah, they got some outdoor seating here. You go inside, there's a food court, different types of fare food. But this is the, yeah, thanks for being on the YouTube here. Appreciate it. Yeah, so here's where the, oops, sorry, thank you. Here's where the gibbons, I just want to get out of the way. I don't want to think I'm filming them. I'm not. I'm trying to film the zoo. It'll happen a lot of times where I'll pick a direction and someone will be going the same direction and they keep turning around and I'm like, I'll like try to get space in between them so they don't think I'm stalking them, you know, especially if they got kids. It's always the danger in the zoo here because there's always field trips and stuff. Here, the small animal house here, it's mainly Helen Brock primate house we've gone through before. Here's where the apes, the great apes and the chimpanzees are here. So just since we're here, we'll briefly see if the gibbons are inside here. And they're right here by the door here. So Lincoln Park Zoo, the Helen Brock primate house. Here they are. There's a gibbon. They're good. We're seeing some wildlife again. Let's see if it comes out the door there. It's usually feeding time about this time here. There's the gibbon here. Oops, sorry. There's the gibbon hanging in the door there. Come on out there. Yeah, look, there it goes. Yeah, there we go. So there, they went outside. One of them went outside. Let's see if the other one goes outside. If the other one goes outside, I'll go back out there because they swing around. There's the gibbons. Yeah, let's get that cute little face there if we can see it here. Is it going outside? There it is. It spotted us. There it's hanging around there, the gibbons, Lincoln Park Zoo. They got such long arms there. Yeah, let's go back outside because I think there's a good chance that they're going to go back outside here. So at least one of them's outside. Sometimes I used to walk through here early in the morning when it used to be open earlier before the pandemic. I would be able to walk through here in the mornings when they were clearing out the garbage. And they would start howling and they would be really active before the zoo was officially open. There it is. There's the gibbon up there. So we'll keep a bead on it and we'll try to film it here. There it is. It's way up there. Let's see if we can get it. There, it's looking at. There we go. How you doing there, buddy? You came outside. See, the other one came outside. The tan one. How you doing there, Gibbon? Yeah. There, let's see if it swings around here. See if it goes joins this other friend up there. There's one up there. There's one there. The gibbons. Hey, how you doing there? Look, it's looking out there. There, it swings around. There it goes. There's the gibbon swinging around. This is what I want to see here. There we go. Let's see what this one's doing. There it goes. They're like acrobats. Look at it climb up the rope. Look at that. Look at that one. Look at that. Gibbons, Lincoln Park Zoo, swinging around, enjoying the day there. Happy July the 1st here. Yeah, look at that. See, from one end to the other. It's an acrobat there. He can just swing from one side to the other. There it is hanging. They got plenty of room to play outside and inside. Isn't that nice? Right. There it goes. It's hanging in the corner to see what its other friend's doing here. How you doing? Yeah, the gibbons. Where did it go? There it is. It's up there. It's coming this way. There, they got the trapeze. Look at that. They can use their feet like hands. Look at that. Hanging around. Dangling. They could do that all day. Yeah, great acrobats. Yeah, do we need to pin something? Did I miss a comment there? I know I haven't been seeing the comments here, but thanks for tuning in here. Welcome to Chicago, Lincoln Park Zoo here. And yeah, there it goes, coming down. Hanging out by the waterfall. You gonna get a drink there? Look at it, it's getting a drink of water. Look at that, or it's licking its thumb. getting something out of the water there. So this one, where is it at? There it comes. There's its friend. So there's both of them. So they're hanging out there. Let's see what they do here. Where'd the other one go? Oh, it's behind it here. There it is. See, they're both hanging out right there. It's hard to see the black one. See the black? See its face right there? So hey, if you just joined, we're at the Lincoln Park Zoo here, hanging out with the Gibbons. They're getting a drink of water from the waterfall. Look at that. So hey, we'll leave them for now. We saw them swinging around. Sorry, sir. And here, we'll head all the way to the south end of the zoo. We'll see if the zebras are out. We'll see if the kangaroos and the camels are out. There's some other stuff this way. Such a beautiful zoo, such a beautiful day. Thanks for being a part of it. See how the housing, the city housing there right on Lincoln Park West, you can see it. We're in the Lincoln Park, the Asheville Park. This is a free zoo. And we saw the flamingos. Nice clouds here. We got field trips going through here, July the 1st. Yeah, I'm single. Why do you ask? Does it matter? I know, I guess it's very important. We saw an engagement at the, and I'm not LGBTQ, I'm an ally. I filmed the Pride Parade because I live, one neighborhood away from Lakeview. I know Andersonville has a nice community as well. But we saw a marriage proposal there at the parade. Wasn't that amazing? I appreciate people's commitment and wish them the best. But no, I have nothing against it. It just never happened. I'm scared to death about the legal ramifications of marriage. Hey, here's the folk singer here. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah. How you doing? I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're such a great voice. Hey. Yeah, very nice. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. That is awesome. Let it shine. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. That is great. Thank you. That is great. She is wonderful. She's always here. She's a folk singer, and she's always singing and interacting with the kids there. We got the magician. Isn't that nice? And I've seen her here several times. And I'm glad she's out here enjoying the nice day. Here's the Pierre David's deer. I think that's what they call this. There's usually where the magician's at. And he's taking a break. Here, we'll show you the nice view you get. And we've shown this before, so you know where we're at. People to tune in on TikTok and YouTube. But just in case you're new to this channel, we'll show you the orientation, how close we are to downtown Chicago. We're about a little less than 3 miles from the Loop. We got, if you look, we're actually closer to the John Hancock. And there's an excellent view. It's Cafe Brar here. We usually walk across this bridge. Sometimes on my walk back from work or to work. Look at that nice view there over the South Pond here. Look at that. Ernie's tuning in there, McCrae, Chris, Shauna. We got the whole team here. Mary Therese. Thanks everybody. Thanks for being on there. You guys were great. Thanks so much for all your help. The whole team there for the Pride Parade. That was a good time there. Hey, I saw Evanston's having fireworks for the 4th of July. Now, I messaged my cousin. He hasn't gotten me back. I got to figure out if he's coming still to Chicago, when he's coming. Either way, I'm going to try to convince them to go up to Evanston maybe on Saturday. I don't know if they want to do that or not. They're going to have a orchestra band. Chris, have you ever gone to Evanston's 4th of July parade? I went to it 15, 20 years ago with my parents. I think it was 20 years ago I went there with my parents. We brought a cooler and we just sat there by the little pond there and listen to the band. They play like Stars and Stripes Forever. They got a nice orchestra band there. And then I think at 9:30 they'll shoot fireworks off in Evanston. City of Chicago is not going to do it on the 4th. They're going to do it on the 5th. Of course, the next day I'm going to be doing NASCAR. Here's a nice view of the Chicago skyline, Cafe Briar. So you can go to the cafe here, sit right here, and yeah, thanks, Maria. No, I have nothing against marriage. I mean, I guess I'm a childless cat man. You know, I guess J.D. Vance would say I'm not a true American because I'm not patriarchally dominating a family and forcing, like my grandmother, my poor grandmother had 13 kids, 14 kids. She had 14 kids, no twins, literally barefoot and pregnant. They were dirt poor. Because you have 14 kids, unless you're a millionaire, unless you're Elon Musk, that'll bankrupt you. Especially nowadays, the cost of kids, $1,000 bounty for having a kid is not enough. For $5,000, what are they going to pay people to have kids? I know we got a population crisis, maybe, but couldn't that be easily solved by immigration? Oh, no, I'm sorry, I didn't go there. Sorry. Hey, how's it going here? Welcome to Chicago. Let's enjoy the day here. I'm just making flipping asides here. I'm not really being serious about any of this. How can we take it seriously? The party of fiscal responsibility Senate just passed a bill that's going to add $3 trillion to the deficit. So hey, you know. So here we'll head around here. How you doing? How you doing? So here's the line for the Dippin' Dots. Snow cones. Hey, I'm Brian Really Chicago. How you doing? Hey, that's good. I'm on YouTube. That's good. Thanks for saying hello. What a good day to come out to the zoo. Beautiful day. Have a great Tuesday here. That's good. See, friends and neighbors here. People saying hello. Getting some snow cones. There's a deer over there. It's taking a snooze. Look at that. This is the pure David's deer, I think. Look, it's got some branches in his antlers. They do that. They'll rut around and try to get the fuzz off their antlers. Pierre David's deer here, Lincoln Park Zoo. Thanks for tuning in here. Yeah, of course, I mean legal immigration. There's a waiting list to get in America. Every day we get people that tune in from all over the world that say, we wish you could live in Chicago, and they mean it, you know. And we here, who am I to complain? If there's somebody bashing Chicago, it's another American. We all take this country for granted. I know that's why people are concerned about illegal immigration, migration, and Social Security safety benefits. But what does it matter when the current administration is cutting benefits for real Americans too? So, you know, I won't get any. I'll stay away from it for now. You can check the news and come up to your own opinion. Don't have your political views influenced by me. I know it's impossible. I'm the anti-influencer. You're not going to convince me. I'm not going to convince you. It's the way the world is. But here's the takin. I guess the takin's taking a snooze here. A lot of times the kangaroos are not out. And there's the kangaroos. They're laying around. Here's the kangaroos. They're just laying around. Look at those ears. Hey, Joey, how you doing there? There's your kangaroos. We often have people that tune in from Australia. And they see these in the wild just like we see deer. They see koala and kangaroos. Yeah, yeah. Kangaroo, they see them. There they are. Let's just zoom in. Let's get that cute little face there. Look at the ears there. Yeah. How you doing there, kangaroos? Captain Kangaroo. Yeah, they eat them? Really? Tastes like chicken? Oh, sweet. Sorry. Thank you. So here, making them. They call them a mob. They're called a mob of kangaroos. So a group of kangaroos are called a mob. So hey, we just saw the mob. Hey, here's the llama, alpacas. Look at this. Yeah, llamas. Look at the llamas. So this used to be camels, and now they got alpacas and llamas. Let's see what they are here. Make sure I get there. Yeah, alpacas. These are alpacas. Look at that. There's the alpacas here from South America. Look at their heads there. Let's get closer to them. There's two of them. There's a black one. Look at it eat up the side of the bank there. Yeah, Sean there, that's why I'm scared of marriage, I know. People are like, why aren't you married? And then my married friends that get divorced, you know, and positive, negatives, everything, you know. I'm tired of going to weddings because I'm like, I went to your first 2 weddings, I'm not going to go to your third, you know. After a while it becomes a serial, you know, it's like every time, it's like boyfriend, girlfriend, you know, but you have to involve lawyers in the state. You know, I'm all for free love, but love's not free. It comes with responsibilities and consequences. Hey, look at these alpaca here. Alpaca eating here at the Lincoln Park Zoo. Oh, they make great pets. I see people raise these. People raise these in Texas. I saw there, and even in Indiana, I saw some people raising alpaca. You can raise them for the wool, and you can raise them for, I guess people, you can't eat them. You know, I wouldn't want to eat these things. You know, they're too cute. There's the alpacas, Lincoln Park Zoo there. That's good. There they go. And they were domesticated by the Incas, but they never really rode them. You know, they look how woolly they get. The ones by the Mount Andes there, alpaca wool there, made in the mountains there. Look at that, the Andes. Hey, thanks for tuning, everybody. Lincoln Park Zoo. Let's head around here. So there you see Cafe Briar. We were over there. Here you can get to this nice bridge with a nice view, but we're inside the gate here, so. Yeah, very cute. So here, we'll lift over the gate here. We'll show you this nice view to the Chicago skyline. You can see the Sears Tower from this vantage point. There you go. There's your skyline of Chicago from the North Pond. Am I getting the whole thing in here? Thanks, everybody. See, that's the Genie Gang Pavilion there, and then it's the South Pond. And you can look over to Lincoln Park and this bridge. And we're in the Lincoln Park Zoo here, so. Yeah, let's see if we can get a better view of these alpacas. There's one over there. Or no, yeah. Yeah, look at that, the long necks. There they are. There's one right there. How you doing there? Oh, look. Yeah, there's the alpacas. Yeah, let's get over just a little bit here. It's hard for me to walk and film them at the same time here without running into people here. There we go. Yeah, they'll spit on you. There it comes. How you doing there, alpaca? I like your hairdo there. You look like a poodle. Yeah, they make great pets. Look at his necks. Yeah, here's one right down below us here. There's one laying in the sun right there. So there was camels in here. They must have moved the camels. Let's see if we can find the camels. But there's an alpaca through the fence there. It's hard to see through the fence. Oh yeah, they make clothing. You can get alpaca wool. They make alpaca, you know, hats and sweaters and blankets. We saw at the Kris Kringle Market, you could buy alpaca wool made clothing, and they dye it with wonderful colors. And here's the zebra. The zebra's way over there. There's the zebra, the backside of the zebra. Look at that. Gravy zebra, that's what they call it there. You want your hair like that? Yeah, get the mop head there, yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice style. How's it going, everybody? Yeah, McCray. So here's the, the little peccary. They're like a little, peccaries. They thought they were extinct. They're like little pigs. They're from South America. Here's the we'll see if we can see it here. I'm trying to head around here without running into people. So they got a picnic area over here near the parking lot. They got some lockers. There it is. I can see it. There they are. See over through the trees there. There's some peccaries there. They're like little pigs. Woolly pigs there, you see them there? There they are. There's a good view of one. Come on out there, yeah, show us your beautiful body there. Look at that. Yeah. Lorraine, how you doing there? Sky, how you doing there? Yeah, we got legal immigration. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about just open borders. Don't misinterpret what I said. this country. Remember, you know, I'm a white guy, but you know, if you've been in this country long enough, I have indigenous ancestors. Most of my ancestors are European because most of the people immigrated here. We're a nation of immigrants, unless you're indigenous. I got Melungeon ancestry, goes way back to the Spanish 1500s, this international human trafficking that went on, and people got marooned. People of all ethnicities, colors, backgrounds from all continents. I have DNA ancestry from Africa, North Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, North America, very small percentages, and 90 plus European. So that's what I look like. But you know, we were a nation of immigrants. The founding fathers were all immigrants from the British colonial culture. You know, we all got here, and then everybody wants to close the door. You know, we're a very, very rich, prosperous land, but the wealth is not equally distributed. We all know this. Here, let's head through. Let's see if we can get into the great apes house here. The chimpanzees, the troop, and they got gorillas, and we got chimpanzees over here. Western lowland gorilla here. We'll see if we can get in here. So they don't really want you going in this way, but I found ways I can get in here. You can open the door if you got strong nails. So don't do what I do. Just because I do it doesn't mean it's right or correct. And see, I can't get this door open because they don't want me to open it. How you doing? Thank you, appreciate it. Okay, good, thank you, appreciate it, thank you. Go ahead. Yeah, thank you. People are coming out here. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you, I appreciate it, thank you, appreciate it. So here's the, hey, they're lying around here. Look at that, there's a silverback here. Everybody's sleeping, see, they're up there. Great apes here, Lincoln Park Zoo apes. All the ones we lost over the years. Here's the chimpanzees here. They're climbing around. Look at that. Look at that. Very nice. Yeah. They got their hammocks. Yeah, chimpanzees here, Lincoln Park Zoo. They're coming over here. They're all hanging out over here. Yeah, look at that. Hey, they got some food. They're all in this corner here. Hey, there they are. Chimpanzees, Lincoln Park Zoo. Yeah, this one's eating something there. Look at that. Look at that face. Oh, they're so cute there. They see something in there. Oh, there's probably yeah, they're feeding them through. They're feeding them through the. I guess the zookeepers are in there, and they're giving them stuff through the wire there, giving them carrots and stuff. Yeah. So it's lunchtime. See, maybe we can see them come out there. See, they're waiting. They're waiting for food there. They're all hanging on the rail there. Hey, let's eat a tomato there. Look at that. Yeah, that's good. See, look, they're feeding them. See the zookeeper there? Yeah, they're giving them some food. Look at that. There they go. Yeah, we're feeding time here at the Lincoln Park Zoo. That's the first time I've seen them feed them here. There, see, they throw it in a hopper there, and then they can have to reach up and get it to get their enrichment for the day. Yeah, look at that. Feeding time.
It's like this one. No, because Jesse's not over there.
That's
They're
cool.
eating. Oh my God.
That's awesome. Yeah, go ahead. There they come. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
They just ate.
There, go ahead. We'll let other people go in here and view them here. So there we go. Puzzles with a purpose here. How do researchers get inside the mind of primates? With computers, they use artificial intelligence to study animals. Here, Lincoln Park Zoo. Regenstein great apes. I think that's what they call this. Yeah, we'll see if the silverback's over here. They can go outside if they want, but they're inside because they probably want to stay cool, just like us. There it is. There's the large silverback gorilla right there. Lincoln Park Zoo. Lounging around. Yeah, you get your picture with the gorilla right there. Isn't that nice? He's like, look at all these people. We should give him a TikTok channel there. But hey, they got this nice habitat here. Here, let's keep going here. What time we got here? 12:52. Thanks for tuning in here, Lincoln Park Zoo. Yeah, we're seeing a few animals there. We saw the alpacas, kangaroos, gorillas, chimpanzees were having lunch. We saw the nice folk singer singing the song there. Yeah, let's head out past the statue here. Yeah, I'm missing all the fun comments here. Yeah, don't. If anybody's taunting anybody in the chat, we're gonna block you. So, you know, I have no problem. Me as the moderator, don't. If anybody singles out anybody, we're gonna single you out. Well, who's a fighting and a what for? It just shows you the limitations of our society here. Why we can't just tune in and enjoy a nice zoo walk here. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. There she is. See, look, she's there she is singing there. Oh, where the lion sleeps tonight. Yeah, Ernie will, okay, Mr. Boston, I'm going to block you because you don't care about the zoo. So permanent ban for Mr. Boston, isn't that awesome? Who else wants to talk about Chirac? You play stupid games, you play stupid consequences. You know, no matter where I go, we're haunted by the limitations of human capacity to have empathy or just enjoy things, you know. And this is part of Chirac. This is the Lincoln Park Zoo in Chirac. You know, and it disturbs people because they see people having a good time, hanging out with families and kids, and they want to put down our beautiful city because this is a free zoo. Anybody from the south and west side Chicago, you take transit, you take the 151 bus, Ernie knows how to do it, you can get right here. You can walk from the red, purple, and brown lines. You might have to transfer downtown. This is a free zoo open to everybody from Chicago. We all share it. We see people from all walks of life come here and enjoy it. They have field trips. The schools bring the kids here for school trips, field trips. They do public education here. Isn't this a great amenity? We also have the Brookfield Zoo. They also do field trips to the Brookfield Zoo. I know not everybody likes zoos, but what world do you live in? You live in some perfect world where you only things you like exist. You know, positive, negatives, everything. Look at this nice bridge here. Let's head across the bridge here. Let's check out. Ernie can tell you what's haunted. There's haunted bathrooms. There's haunted part of the cemetery that was the Lincoln Park Zoo here. Halloween time, they really embellish that. Yeah, let's keep it positive here. Yeah. So we go to the beach sometimes there. You can check out the scenery when we go to the beach here. We're at the zoo here, so we're just seeing ducks. And we're seeing flamingos there. There, look at there's the baddies, the flamingos there. Does this excite you? Look at the flamingos wading out in the water here. We're on the bridge here, heading over towards the reptile. Look how deep the water is. They can walk with their long legs there. And it shows you how deep the water is here. Hey, let's head around here. Sometimes there's some swans over on this side. And we'll see if we can see the swans. Yeah, the flamingos. Here you go. Look at them. How you doing? Yeah. Very nice. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going here. What a beautiful day. Yeah, that's you know, that's why, you know, this is not the largest zoo, but the price is right, and I live near here, so I take advantage of, you know, there's a picnic area, restrooms. I can bring a picnic over here and just hang out and see the flamingos there. We'll head by we'll stay outside. You can go in there, and I go in the wintertime. There's a greenhouse there and all kinds of animals there. The reptile, we saw the otters. And yeah, don't spam there. Uganda, yeah, I would love to visit Uganda. I would love to do some live streaming in Uganda, but I can't afford it either. I'm not a rich American that is getting a tax cut. See, isn't this amazing that they've enacted this? It's going to cause class warfare. That's their intention. And how could it not when they give tax breaks to the people that already are the richest and corporations? Here's look at that turtle there. There's the turtle here, Lincoln Park Zoo. How you doing? We'll keep going here so I don't bother people. And hey, sometimes we see the swans. See, they got this little frog. Here's the Regenstein small mammal reptile house here, Lincoln Park Zoo. So we'll go over top of the lions were sleeping. We got other times we came here, we got good footage of the lions, but they were taking a nap. We'll see if they're up and about. Usually they don't nap too long. We went by here earlier. Yeah, listen to the warnings there. Yeah, they got so many bus lines there. So yeah, don't test me. I've already blocked somebody. So make my day. We'll make it possible that you'll never be able to see my content again. And people I know, people in the lunch bunch, you know, I give people that have earned my trust and respect, that are longtime friends and followers. You know, I give people wide leeway. I'm all for free speech. I'm okay with people making jokes, even off-color jokes, and as long as I know where people are coming from. But we deal with people that just randomly join in the live, and then they want to, I don't know what the purpose is, and it just gums up the work. I think that's their whole intention. They want to break everything. It's easier to break something than to build something up. It's easier to tear something down than to say something meaningful. But here, look, see how the housing is behind here. The lions are sleeping. Here's their habitat here. So here, let's head over. Let's see if the macaques are out. The little monkeys from Japan here, the Japanese macaques. They got a nice exhibit here. There's the Bird Eye Bar and Grill here. There's the gift shop. That's the main entrance. You get to the parking lot that way. Here's the Landmark Cafe. And we already started. We went over and checked out the seals there. And hey, they got the flowers here. They got the nice picnic tables here. You go to this Landmark Cafe and get you lunch and a drink. Lincoln Park Zoo, Chicago, Illinois, 82 degrees. We got 1 o'clock on the dot. 1 o'clock on the dot. I'll start winding this down. We'll come back some other day. We'll come back and we'll see the other side of the zoo. We'll just check out the macaques here really quick. And see what so there's some macaques. They're in the trees there. Look at that. Yeah. There they are. There's the macaques hanging out in the trees there. Yeah, so there's one there. You see it there. It's kind of in the crook of the. There's another one walking around there. So here, we'll head to the other side. We'll see if they're on the other side there. Hey, nice family photo there. Oops. No, I'm not in a mood, McCrae. I'm just tired of. I'm actually in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. I mean, you know, don't read too much into my moods here. I just, you know, if I'm just not going to take it anymore, is all it is. You know. Hey, they got the waterfall going here. Here's the macaques. And you know, I missed it yesterday. Someone asked me, they said, why do they call Chicago Chirac? Spike, well, it started before Spike Lee made a movie. He monetized it, he capitalized on it, exploited I'm critical. I like Spike Lee. I like Malcolm X. I think he's a good director, movie maker, even though he's a New York Knicks fan. I'm joking. And but I did not like his Chirac movie. I felt like he did more harm to the city than good. And I know that wasn't his intention, because still this day we live with the legacy. Yes, this city has crime, the city has problems, it has a racist past that continues to this day. But we have an African-American mayor that's trying to right these things. It makes us contentious in the political scene here, because that's why the open agricultural guy was battling me on Friday, because he doesn't like our mayor. I didn't, you know, I didn't move out of the city because the mayors, I know Chicago's politics don't represent the politics of the nation. And, you know, so the Chirac becomes a pejorative to put down the city for its past and its problems with the wealth distribution and redlining and crime that persists, but it persists in all cities. And so it's a play on words, because I think it started because they were right. More people in 1 year were murdered in Chicago than were murdered in or killed in Iraq when the Iraq wars were going on. And that was the point, that we had people dying right in the city, Americans, and we were wasting money on that stupid Iraq war instead of investing in people in the city, Americans, and we were trying to nation build instead of nation build here. And that was a good criticism. But that was that time, and then now we're at a different time, and it's still used as a pejorative. So that's why Chicago is called Chirac. It goes back to the Iraq wars, when we were spending money on the Iraq wars instead of spending money on the inner cities of America for American citizens that have been here for hundreds of years. And war makes more money than peace. And that's just my take on it. Here's the bald eagle here as we celebrate July 4th. And we'll see if the snowy owl's over here. So thanks for tuning in here. Welcome to Chicago. We try to just cover. And there's the snowy owl. Even when I go to the zoo, I have to address all the social ills of society. These people will bring it up because it's what's on people's minds. The first thing that comes to their mind is not the Lincoln Park Zoo. It's the crime and the racial divide in this city, which we got to overcome it. I'm trying to not make it worse either. I don't know. I need help. You know, I'm just a person that lives here and confused like everybody else. And we do the best we can. We just enjoy the day, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy summertime. We're going to enjoy the 4th of July. I'm working from home today. That's why I'm at the zoo here. And thanks everybody for tuning in here. So unfortunately, I don't have more time to spend here. I'm going to head back to work because I am working today. And I don't want my HR department to call in because they'll say you're live streaming past 1 o'clock. But hey, we started. I couldn't get this stream started right away. So thanks for tuning in. We saw some good stuff today. And we'll do this again. There's plenty more times. We can always go back to the zoo. So thanks for enjoying this content. Thanks to my mods. You guys are great. Everybody's doing a good job here. I don't like when people attack people personally in the chat. That's just, it's like high school childish stuff, but we're all limited to the pecking order of society where people have to put other people down to make themselves feel good about themselves, and we're not going to stand for it. So here, we'll head out here. Oops. Trying to get around here. Okay, good. And the first person I blocked brought up Jeffrey Epstein, so that person deserved the block. You know, what did that have to do with the zoo? And they said they were a friend of him too, so that deserved a block there. If you're a friend of Jeffrey, because the president's a friend of Jeffrey Epstein, or was, at least looked pretty chummy in the photos there. Hey, here's the seals. Look at the seals. Yeah. Swimming around here. Yeah. Let's see if we get another view of them here. But here, I'll show you the gardens here. I'm not signing off yet here because I got to head back. There it comes. There it comes. Look at the, yeah, there's the gray seal there. There it is. Look at it. Going back under there. There goes the seagull. There's a Lionel train adventure. See the trains pulling through the station there? Yeah, you take the Lionel train there. How you doing? And good. Get out of here. Yeah, off topic. You got it. May Lee, thanks for tuning in there. Daniela, Ernie. Yeah, you know, we've encountered the mayor a few times. He tries to stay positive. He gets a lot of heat. He withstands it as best he can. I commend him, you know, for standing up for his principles. He's trying. He's doing the best he can. If you're in the arena, you're going to get attacked. You know, it's a pugilist. There's so many good people that could be good politicians that aren't willing to put their families and their own personal risk to their own lives and reputations by going through the gauntlet, you know. And like Teddy Roosevelt, you're in the arena, you're going to take some hits. If you're a live streamer, you're going to take some hits. It's just the par for the course. That's why I thank my mod team. I couldn't do it without him. Look at the Schiller statue. Look at the seagull up on the top there. That's awesome. People hanging out. Yeah, see, this is where we started. You walk through the flower garden here, Lincoln Park. Well, you left the Lincoln Park Zoo. There's the conservatory. We'll head up to the fountain here. What a beautiful day. The weather forecast looks spectacular for the rest of this week. We're going to be upper 80s, low 90s. It's going to be excellent beach weather. Sunshine through the weekend. We got NASCAR coming up. I'll be covering NASCAR July 5th and 6th after the 4th of July. I still have to determine if my cousin's heading in Thursday night or some other time or not at all. And I know I saw they're doing fireworks at Evanston. They're not doing fireworks at Navy Pier on the 4th. Evanston throws a really good fireworks show. They have a band. And yeah, the seagulls, you see that? Yeah, Daley messed up. I know. You know, positive negatives, everything. Mayor Daley did a lot of positive things for the city. Richard M. Daley, the second. Richard J. Daley was the first one. But they both did a bunch of damage, and they both did a bunch of good. Because Richard, he sold off the parking meters. I still am critical of him for that. It was a one-time lump sum, and now some nameless international corporate conglomerate, probably in the Mideast, is sucking money out of the city. In America, it's not even staying in America. So I fault Richard J. Daley for that, or Richard M. Daley for that. I fault Richard J. Daley for the public housing and warehousing minority groups and huge super blocks, the most infamous public housing, and then the Chicago Housing Authority just running them into the ground. And then we say, oh, they failed, and they were almost designed to fail. Here's the Lincoln Park Conservatory. But Richard M. Daley did, you know, and Richard J. Daley, they did keep Chicago relevant. We didn't decline as much as Detroit. We have a diversified economy, which helps out. And they did beautify the city. Richard M. Daley was all about planting flowers. You see city in a garden. Chicago didn't used to be that way. It's more flowers and trees and parks and wildlife areas. And so here we'll go over to the Billy Shakespeare statue. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Hope you have a good rest of your... Hey, there's a dog chasing the ball there. See, just signs of city life there. Student lifestyle there. Thanks for tuning in there. I don't know what that means. I think you're mocking me. So thanks a lot. Mother's milk. Yeah. Beautiful. How you doing there, Penny? Yeah. So hey. Going racing. Yeah, we're going racing on Saturday. You got it, Scott. NASCAR street race, July 5th and 6th. There's the first race on Saturday, and then the main race is on Sunday. I know there's a concert. I probably won't stick around for the concert, so I'll probably be dead tired, and I got to pace myself because you can run yourself ragged live streaming. So hey, we're having a good day. We'll be on after 5 tonight. I might head up to Lakeview, and we'll keep a regularly scheduled programming slots here. Check out all the other Chicago live streamers. Check out Ernie Chicago Nuggies there. Check out, you know, J City Walking Girl. Check out Jennifer You Should Eat. Big Glacier Keys there. Nia Azel. all our great Chicago live streamers, and of course Nick Koiken. I saw him streaming. Did overtime Sebastian there? Overtime Seb. Did he get a demerit? Did he get a penalty? He was saying something. I couldn't figure out what was going on. Here's the hey, there it is. There's the Billy Shakespeare statue, the Belden Stratford. Here, we'll show you the inside of the Belden Stratford here. We'll end it there. And we'll head back to work. That's a beautiful dog there. Okay, so yeah, the bean was installed in 2006, so it was under Richard M. Daley's watch, the son. And like I said, I got a video on that. I know he's a controversial mayor, as all mayors are controversial, but that was, Millennium Park was his legacy, and other people rightly say that selling off the parking meters was his legacy. So, you know, I'm kind of torn about it too. But I do like Millennium Park. I do like the bean. It's still well used. It's probably one of the best things we got downtown, as far as people are always there taking pictures. People like when I filmed the bean. Here's the 2300. This is on the National Historic Register, built in 1922, the Belden Stratford. It's still a luxury residence, and we can head right in here. How you doing? Appreciate it. Thank you, appreciate it. And they restored this lobby. It's a French Renaissance revival style. And you got Mona B, got B restaurant here. Let us entertain you. Look at this amazing interior lobby. And at the times this was used as a hotel, but mostly this was a luxury rental address here. It still is to this day. They just refurbished it. It's got a nice rooftop deck here. Mona B got B's a restaurant, and I think they're adding a restaurant over there. So if that ever opens, we'll be the first to let you know, as we go by here often. But hey, enjoy the day here. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Lincoln Park, Chicago. We'll be on TikTok after 5 tonight. Thanks for tuning in here. Restored 2022. Yeah. And yeah, it's a good trick there. Green screen, you got it. Okay, so we'll see you. We'll see you in a few hours here. We'll see you after 5 o'clock on TikTok. Thanks a lot, everybody. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Thanks for checking out the zoo.